Y'all are totally sitting on my desk lamp right now. It's like kind of crazy. So today we are making vision boards. We're having a girls' night plus my brother, and we're doing vision boards for 2025. For the past few years, I haven't really been like a resolution kind of girl. Honestly, it left me feeling really shitty at the end of the year if I didn't like do something that I wanted to do that year. So it just felt really discouraging, disappointing. I was like, I don't need to be dealing with these emotions at the end of the year. But this year feels really different. It's my first time doing a vision board and I'm really excited. There's gotta be something different about having this board staring at you in the face every single day. Like, it's probably incredibly motivating and reminding. So I was like, let's give it a try this year. I am taking a little more of a holistic approach to this, I think. As I am building my career and accomplishing all of my career goals, I also want to stay really mindful, grounded, down to earth, literally and metaphorically, and be really balanced with my life and in my mind and my head. Also, today is January 18th, which, by the way, we are doing these really late, but it's okay, better late than never, right? So yeah, I'll see you when I go into better detail.
We want our lives to be like a dream, but we get stuck in reality. You feel the same, you know what I mean. Time to make a change. Aren't you fed up? Aren't you curious? What we could do if we put some trust into ourselves before time is up. Take a leap of faith. Let's get lost in the night. Let's say yes to our lives and not be so damn predictable. Let's stare into the sun, face our fears one by one, before we end up old and miserable. This could be us someday. This could be us someday. Time is a thief, so why wait? This could be us someday. We always stay in the comfort zone. Maybe that's why we feel alone. I wanna dive into the unknown. Nothing in my way. Let's get lost in the night. Let's say yes to our lives and not be so damn predictable. Let's stare into the sun, face our fears one by one, before we end up old and miserable. This could be us someday. This could be us someday. Time is a thief, so why wait? This could be us someday. This could be us someday. This could be us someday. Time is a thief, so why wait? This could be us someday. This could be us someday. This could be us someday. Time is a thief, so why wait? This could be us someday. This could be us.
So I wanted to talk about my vision board and just go into a little bit more detail about it. I'm gonna trust that past me explained not the theme, but just the vibe that I was going for my vision board. I'm gonna trust that she explained it well enough to where I don't have to explain it again, and I can just kind of jump right into what's on it. So first thing I want to talk about is all of my career goals for the year. Definitely want to be doing more photography in general. And I also would like to start a business this year and a website. Next, for my acting career, I want to be taking more classes this year and I want to be in more productions this year. Content creation, take this kind of loosely. I don't exactly know what that's gonna look like for me at the moment, but I definitely just want to be putting myself out there a little bit more. And school, I want to go back to school, which, fun fact, today was actually my first day back at community, so I'm already doing that. And hobbies, I'm just gonna list them off and then I'll talk about them. Piano, guitar, dance, gardening, reading, journaling, getting a little more creative outside of my usual, and then surfing. Piano, I've been playing on and off since I was a kid. I started teaching myself piano when I was a kid. And then I took an actual class when I was in high school, kind of on and off teaching myself using YouTube. I want to be like legit at it this year. Guitar, I got a guitar a couple years ago. It's very hard for me, but I want to get good at it this year. I've always wanted to play guitar. Now that I finally have one, I want to consistently learn how to play it. I think the problem with me right now is that I'm very inconsistent, so I want to be way more consistent this year. Dance, I want to get back into contemporary dance. Taken a couple classes throughout the past few years, jazz lyrical, contemporary. I've taken a modern dance class, but I really want to be taking more contemporary dance classes. I want to get into it. It's just a very beautiful way to express yourself. I think that's one of the things that I love about contemporary dance.
Hello, this is me editing. I realized that I accidentally skipped over reading. I've been really wanting to get back into reading recently. I used to read a lot in my early teens to mid-teens. My goal this year is to read 12 books, which is 1 book a month. I know that's light work for a lot of people. So far, it's been successful. Yeah, but that's my reading goal this year.
Gardening. Me and my mom have been trying to start a garden for a really long time. There's been a lot of trial and error. We want to be like at it this year with gardening and just growing our own food. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Journaling. I love to journal. Journaling is one of my favorite forms of therapy. I've been really bad at it recently, but it is one of my favorite forms of therapy, especially like more guided journals. Getting creative outside of my usual. I would love to be a little more artsy this year. I feel like I've just had so many ideas in my head, but I never get them down on paper. I never execute them. I just want to be executing those, just being a little more creative in my life. Surfing. I've been wanting to learn how to surf since I was like a teenager maybe. The beach is one of my favorite places ever. I've loved the beach since I was a kid. This one is on here because I was living in San Diego for a little bit. Didn't learn how to surf. I'll talk about it later, but my plan is to get back down to San Diego, live there, and then I can learn how to surf from there. Next, I have some fitness goals. Running, I want to be running more. I have been running a little bit since the start of the year, and I want to go on some more walks. And then I have get back into soccer. I played soccer like my whole life. I miss it dearly. I think it's really what I'm missing in life right now. I just want to get back into soccer. I want to get back into shape. I would love to join an adult league. Next, I just titled the category nature. Yeah, I want to be outside more. I want to be in nature more. I want to reconnect with nature, whether that's going for a hike, jumping into the ocean, or just being outside, sitting in the grass. I just want to be in nature more. That's literally therapy in itself. Social, or just a social goal I have, is to have a fun group of friends. It's been a really long time since I've had a group of friends that I could like go out with or just hang out with. When I was going to school in Oregon, I think one of the things that I loved the most was just having such a big group of friends. I'm hoping for a fun group of friends this year. Next, travel. I would really love to go to Joshua Tree. I've been wanting to go to Joshua Tree for years now. I've been wanting to do a photo shoot in Joshua Tree way early in my photography career. Just learning photography in general. So I'm hoping this year come October maybe. That'd be pretty fun. October would be a good time. I heard it's one of the best times to go, so I would love to do that. I wanted to gatekeep this one just because this is my most unrealistic goal for me this year. I would love to go to Spain this year. My cousin is currently in Spain and he'll be in Spain until the summer. So I would love to go out there and visit him. The only reason why I'm saying it's unrealistic is because I don't have a job right now and I have like no money in my bank account. So there's a lot of saving up to do. Hopefully I can make it happen. It is, again, my most unrealistic one, but I would love to make it out to Spain this year. Another one I have is just using my passport in general. Again, traveling outside of the country, kind of unrealistic with where I am right now, but we're only in month 2 out of 12. And then I just be on a plane this year is my goal. Whether that's in country or out of country, I would just love to travel. I also have 2 materialistic things. One of them is an Oura ring. I used to have a Fitbit, but it was always so chunky on my wrist. I didn't love it. And I always wished that I could have a Fitbit, but in ring form. And then I found out about Oura rings. So ever since then, I've really just wanted an Oura ring. So that is one of my materialistic goals this year. My second one is a belly button piercing, which I don't know if you'd consider that materialistic, but I wanted one since I was a teenager and I'm hoping to get one this year. This category are kind of just titled living. I didn't really know what else to call it. My first goal is to move back to San Diego. I was in San Diego in 2024 and then I had to come back home, but my goal is to move back down there. Second one is become a plant mom. I honestly, for the past like year or two, I've just loved the idea of plants and having them everywhere and just decorating your space with plants. So I'm hoping to become a plant mom. Again, I accidentally killed a plant, but it's fine. Next one, have a comfy reading area. Just kind of like a little comfy corner of my room where I can just read. Next one, eat cleaner and healthier. I don't eat too bad, but I feel like lately it's been a little bad. So it's just a goal to eat cleaner, healthier. This one, hair. I want to wear my natural hair more. I only want to straighten it if I'm getting like a keratin treatment. I do that once every few months if I'm prepping my hair for braids or if I need to straighten it for acne. Those are the only times I ever want to straighten my hair. Other than that, I want it to be natural somehow. Right now, it is in a braid out. But yeah, I've been doing pretty well. I haven't straightened it once this year so far, so we'll see how long that keeps going. Of course, on my vision board, I do have a couple of quotes and I would love to go through only some of them, not all of them. First one I have is, "This comeback is personal, it's an apology to myself." And honestly, exactly that. This comeback is personal and it is an apology to myself. I feel like for the past few years, I've kind of been the weeds of my own life and I've just been really scared a little bit of just living life, pursuing things that I want to. I don't want to be afraid to live anymore. I don't want anyone to dictate how I live my life. I don't want anyone's opinions to affect how I live my life. This life is mine and I want to live it how I want to, and I don't want to care about what anyone else thinks about me. I just want to be in my element, you know? I just want to be in my self-confidence, self-love element. I want to live my life for myself and not anyone else. The moment I start caring about what everyone else thinks is the moment that I'm not living my life for myself. That's when you start living it for other people. Yeah, on top of all of that, I want to do what I want. I want to accomplish what I want. I feel like for the past few years, I've really just held back. I want to take more chances and I want to take more risks and I want to say yes more. All right, the second quote I want to talk about is, "I'd rather have a life of oh wells than a life of what ifs." This one I added to my vision board very last minute. Brandon and I were having one of our deep conversations. I was experiencing a moment of fear, and he asked me, wouldn't you rather know and more likely than not you're going to succeed than just keep wondering what if? I needed that one, and once he said that, I was like, I need to add this to my vision board immediately. I literally responded and I was like, the scary part about that is being brave enough to possibly take the oh well, or facing the never-ending regret of the what if. Not regret, but the never-ending guilt of the what if. This quote is also a shout out to Corey LeBerry. May he rest in peace. He lived by this quote, and I guess when he passed, it was just kind of a reminder to live that life, and sometimes I forget that, so it's gonna be in my face this year. Next one I want to talk about is my say yes quote. I definitely just want to be saying yes more this year. I think saying yes leads to new opportunities, taking risks, new friends, new experiences, and just stepping over that barrier of fear, which I have an issue with. Yeah, and just look fear in the eye and say, fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyway. With this, of course, I want to have my boundaries. I will always say no if something is not aligning with my morality or who I want to be as a person. So I want to say yes to the best of my judgment. Yeah. And the last quote I want to talk about is do it scared. And again, I have an issue with letting fear take over, and that can set me back a lot, like it does other people. Fear is literally your worst enemy. You have to get over that fear in order to move forward in your life, in order to grow. Fear just ruins a bunch of opportunities that you could have in life. So many opportunities gone because you were afraid. You know it's where you should be when you know that that's a risk that you need to take, but you couldn't because you were afraid. That's me. And this year I want to look fear in the eye and say, fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyway. And then you just step over that boundary. Fear, it's gonna be uncomfortable, of course, but you can't grow in your comfort. And that was like a big thing that I learned, that I'm always learning actually. This year I'm gonna do it scared. I'm gonna say yes. It's an apology to myself. Much rather take an oh well than a what if. And that was it. That is my 2025 vision board. Again, I've never done this before. I'm really excited about it. Excited to see what this year has in store for me. I'm excited to see the kind of person that I am at the end of it. I'm excited to see what I've accomplished this year, and if I'm a little more less scared, if I'm more confident. I'm excited to see my persona kind of change. I'm excited to attack life head on. I'm excited to take risks and chances, all of it, while staying grounded at the same time. Yeah, I think 2025 is gonna be my year. And of course, I've been saying that the past few years. With the vision board staring me down in the face every single day, I don't see how I can't accomplish everything that's on it, you know? I hope you all have a fantastic year. I hope it's gonna be everything that you want it to be and more. Throughout this year, remember to focus on the positives. I know we all kind of just want to stay informed of what's going on today, but this is your reminder to take a walk, put down your phone every once in a while, journal, spend time with family, friends, get some positive flow going. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and happy 2025!